In our headlines this evening, improvement of roads in St. James's Parish continues, and Facebook users get chance to win weekend in Nevis. The details are straight ahead. Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Wednesday, March 11th, 2015. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. The road network in the St. James's Parish continues to get improvement as the government tries to provide access to residents and visitors. The road currently under construction is between Eden Brown and Mannings in the vicinity of Butler's Village. The Honorable Alexis Jeffers, constituency representative and chairman of the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation, visited the worksite yesterday, Tuesday, to observe the progress.
Now, this area is frequently traversed by tourists and also locals as well. It was an area that the surface was certainly passable, but not the best. We believe by doing this, though, by doing this work and improving the surface here, we would see an increase in the traffic in this area. As a matter of fact, from the standpoint of the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation, we have opened up this area and have done some subdivision as well to sell some lots just at the top of the Eden Brown area. It is a wonderful area to live. As a matter of fact, the view is just amazing, and we're hoping persons would come and look at this area and see the tremendous potential that this area presents to live, or also to do other forms of recreation as well. I would think, though, that this area, from a tourism standpoint, would add to our tourism product here on the island of Nevis. We're all familiar with the history behind Eden Brown. The ruins that are there, we have tried our best to keep them in as clean as possible a condition, and there's an area that I would want to have some work done as well, so that persons can go into those ruins and appreciate and get a feel of the history behind of those ruins as well.
Work on the road began almost a month ago, and the work is realizing much savings as the majority of materials used on the project is being supplied by the government quarry.
We were able to drive from the top of Eden Brown all the way here to the Mannings just now, so you understand that it is in a much better condition than what it was. It's opened up now, so it's much wider, and I believe over the next month or two we should have a completed surface. And in doing that, we're hoping persons would come to the area and just appreciate the beauty and appreciate the fact that this could be an area where persons can now come and live and help us to expand the village of Butlers all the way into Eden Brown. And that is what we are hoping to accomplish. So this indeed is a tremendous feat, and I want to commend all of the folks at Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation who have played their part to get us to where we are at this point in time, and also the workers who are going to get this work done for us.
The Minister of Lands is encouraging persons interested in accessing house plots to both visit and consider the Eden Brown area and then visit the offices of the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation. Nevis Blues Festival sponsor, the St. Kitts and Nevis Yellow Pages, is giving Facebook users a chance to experience the inaugural festival. Facebook users simply have to like the Nevis Blues Festival page and share the festival's poster using the hashtag Nevis Blues Festival 2015 for a chance to win a weekend in Nevis and tickets to the first Nevis Blues Festival slated for April 16th to 18th. Winners will be chosen randomly over the next 2 weeks and will have to cover transportation to Nevis. However, 1 hotel room and 2 tickets will be provided. The Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College CFBC will host its annual Open Day and Career Fair tomorrow, Thursday, March 12th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The events will take place on the main campus on Burden Street the Nursing Skills Lab on Lockhart Street, and the Technical Campus on Hosford Road. Prospective students and patrons at the Open Day and Career Fair will have the opportunity to learn about all the programs and offerings of the divisions of Health Sciences, Teacher Education, Adult and Continuing Education, Technical Vocational and Management Studies, and Arts, Science and General Studies. At the Nursing Skills Lab, basic health checkups and medical advice will be offered. The Hospitality and Culinary Arts Department will have some of their cuisine on display, and the CFBC History Club will put on an exhibition of cultural artifacts and the sale of local delicacies. Additionally, several regional and international tertiary education institutions will have representatives on site to advertise and answer questions about their institution's academic programs, tuition, and available scholarships. Also, agents from Lyme, Kitchen Hill, and the St. Kitts Biomedical Research Foundation will have booths set up to display paraphernalia about their businesses or institutions, including the type of work that their businesses offer and the requirements and the qualities that they seek in applicants. Fifth form students of the secondary schools in St. Kitts and Nevis and all interested persons are encouraged to witness the showcase of what the CFBC has to offer. Coming up after the break, employment opportunity offered through Canadian Farm Working Program. Stay tuned.
Everybody, this is Empress Liberty and I'm coming from St. Kitts. I want to big up NTV, Brown Hill Communication, and a Stitching Time.
Hi, I'm Purple and you're in tune to NTV. Keep it locked.
Welcome back. As the island's Education USA Advising Center, the Nevis Public Library Service on Monday facilitated a Monroe College recruitment session at the Red Cross headquarters. Representing the New York-based institution was Kamara Isaac, Special Project Coordinator to Monroe College's Executive Vice President. Isaac is also the alumni representative for St. Kitts and Nevis.
It is very important for you to understand you cannot get into Monroe College without 5 CXC passes. You have 4, you can't get in. The only time special recommendations are made if it is an older person who have years of experience and their education can be substituted as education, okay? Then we have your transcript. You are required to give us your high school transcript. We want to see how you have been doing from first form all the way up to fifth form.
Isaac also gave insight into the college's standard and accelerated program options.
Regular colleges, which is the standard option, has 2 semesters per year. Now, we know that you need 120 credits to graduate from college. If you take 5 classes for 8 semesters, you would get that 120 credits. But how soon can you get 8 semesters done? Monroe makes it possible in 2 years and a little bit over half a year.
Monroe College students have the option of studying at the institution's St. Lucia or New York campuses or earning their degree online.
So students who are doing online, they are able to transfer to the New York location. Students who are in St. Lucia are able to transfer to the New York location. You are able to transfer within each of the campuses. All the different options are available to you. Let's say you started in New York. The tuition in New York is considerably more, all right? Let's say for some reason it's just not working out financially. You have the option of going to St. Lucia, which is about half of the price, or switching to online totally so you can come home, work, and it's still half of the price, all right? So these are options that are available to you. We understand that everyone have life. We understand that we are all human beings. So we want to be as accommodating as possible.
Also making a presentation was Director of Residence Life, Marcus Johnson, who discussed the housing options that are available at Monroe College. For more information on academic programs, tuition, and available scholarships, prospective students can visit the college's website, www.monroecollege.edu. Persons here at Nevis are being offered an opportunity for employment with the Canadian Farm Working Program. Community Liaison Officer Michael Herbert, who made the announcement during this week's edition of NTV's The Social Development Outlook, says the exercise is being coordinated through the Federal Ministry of Labor. Herbert explained what the program involves.
Picking of apples, picking up grapes, and also you will be doing some pruning before, like cutting of the grapes and apple before the apple actually gets on the tree. And it's basically lasts for about 9 months or so. In order for you to sign up, you have to be free of drugs. You don't want to have any criminal record, and you have to have 2 good references from somebody in the community that you work with. But I was told by the Minister of Labor that he is speaking with the Canadians, and they are very much on board. So I think that we wouldn't require any visa. It's just like collaboration between governments.
He also outlined some of the other guidelines that the persons who are selected must adhere to.
If you have relatives or friends in Canada, you cannot bring them on the farm unknowing to the farmer. But you are free to go any part of Canada while you show up for work in the morning. Morning time, we normally start from about 7 o'clock, and the work goes on until sometimes you finish work 6, sometimes you finish work 7, 8. Because, in Canada, the sun goes down like 9, 10 o'clock, especially in the summer time.
Herbert also spoke of his own experience with the Canadian Farm Working Program.
In 1997, when I went, we got paid in Canadian currency. I think at that time we used to get like $10 per hour. So I believe that the money gone up by this time. And one of the very interesting things in Canada, while you get there, they issue you a health card. So anything happen to you, you get free medication, and you also get those of you who can ride bikes. You also get a bike so that you can go any part of Canada. But remember, you have to be back on the farm when working time.
According to Herbert, workers who breach the program's rules will be sent home immediately. Persons who are interested in being employed with the Canadian Farm Working Program can contact Michael Herbert at the Department of Community Development to register. In celebration of the 45th anniversary since the Guyana became a republic, the Guyanese Association here on Nevis hosted their 2nd annual Matrimony celebrations on Saturday, March 7th. The parade, which commenced on Old Hospital Road, saw floats comprising members of the Guyanese Association and other persons parading through the streets of Charlestown. The parade culminated at the El Camino T. Willett Park, where various dance presentations, drama, singing, and a brief ceremony took place. Sharing in the celebrations was Permanent Secretary in the Premier's Ministry, Wakely Daniel.
It is often been said that a people without a history, a people without a heritage, is like a tree without a root or a ship without its rudder. If you do not know your history, if you do not know your past, if you do not celebrate it, you will not have any grounding, you will not have any roots, you will not have any direction. On behalf of the Nevis Island administration, we say thank you for all that you have done for us. Thank you for creating what I call a rainbow society, a society of different people, different colors, different belief. But when we come together, we create something that is great, something that is wonderful. Once again, have all the success, celebrate this afternoon, have lots of fun. Thank you very much, and continue to have fun.
Also present was Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development, Keith Glasgow. Here are some of the experts of the Matrimony celebrations. The theme for this year's Matrimony celebrations was One People, One Culture, One Celebration. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. Good night.